Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody. Welcome to our weekly broadcast. I am Sami, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend is going great. We're going to talk about the market. We'll go over the indexes. We'll go over the individual stocks that I like for swing trading. But before we start, as always, standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever I discuss in this video is for educational purposes only. If you're new to our channel, please be sure to download the free ebook. Link for that is in the description below. But without further ado, let's turn to the charts and get started. If you find benefit in today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment or send us an email, info@t3live.com. So as I said, we'll go over the indices first. And we got the SPY, the Qs, the IWM, all bullish. All bullish. In fact, the IWM looks like it broke out. As you can see, it actually broke out on Friday. So it's looking up, looking good higher. The SPY gapped over the red bar. And now the next target area is the all-time high. That's the Q. That's the Qs. And the Qs needs to clear 533.05. So actually the Qs needs to clear 533. And then the next target area obviously is the prior all-time high. So the market is basically all out bullish. In terms of the individual stocks, here's what I got lined up for tomorrow. We have the CTM, and this list is sorted alphabetically. CTM, that looks really pretty. Long, stop, target 1, which is 149, target 2, 160. It might just blow through all of that, but those are the predetermined targets as of right now, okay? The CWEB, I'm in the yen long, but I do like the CWEB also. Those are both leveraged China ETFs. This one tracks the technology stocks, the Chinese technology stocks. I like it higher over here, stop right here, as a long-term trade based on the monthly chart. That's a nice monthly chart, just needs to break out obviously. And the yen, the same thing, I think is a little bit more bullish. Yeah, a little bit better on the monthly chart, but they're both gonna work or both will fail. It's just one or the other. So I like them both. The GILD, I like it a lot, but it doesn't have a tight stop. GILD long over the highs right here, stop right here, and then the long term looks pretty good. Here's the weekly. That looks higher to the prior high. Here's the monthly at all-time high almost. So I like it a lot higher. Grab, I played it last year, I think. Yeah, it was last year on this breakout, and then it got to 550, which was my target. I didn't take it, and I ended up trailing it when it gapped down and broke under 540. So I ended up giving back a little bit for sure because I didn't take it when it got to the target of 550. Now it's back up and it's looking good. Not so much on the daily, but if you look at the monthly chart, to me that looks pretty good to go all the way back up, but it'll take a while. This is like the Robinhood, right? Which a couple years ago I said is my #1 chart. And somebody said, no, it's a bad broker, whatever, right? And in the YouTube comments, look at it today. Almost at the all-time high. So I like the grab. It's not going to be as exciting and as volatile as Robinhood, but looks similar. If it can break out and stay bullish. So over 525, I think over 530, stop under 470 on the grab. NVAX looks pretty, but I think it's gonna stay stuck in a trading range. Over the highs, stop under the lows, so it'd be over this bar's high, 562, stop under the lowest point, which I think it's this red bar's low, 684, and maybe target 1 up here. Don't love it. The solar stocks are interesting. I have a few more names in the video description, solar stocks. We have the RUN as a breakout on the hourly chart. Stop under. We have the ARRY. If I'm not mistaken, that's even more bullish, but not as tight of a stop. It's a daily buy setup. We have FSLR daily buy setup also. So long over that bar's high, stop under the prior day's low, which would be 156.25. I don't know. We have SCDG. SCDG, is it bottoming? It very well could be. I'm not quite sure. That's the weekly chart on SCDG. Notice the rounded bottom that it's got going on, forming right now. That's the monthly. What a collapse. I think the only one that I don't like from the solar stocks at the moment is the ENPH. I don't think this looks good. That's the only one that doesn't look good. It used to be the absolute leader until it topped out and never looked back. This one used to be the leader. The SCDG at some point used to be a leader. They both collapsed. This is why you take your stop. Most of the time, when I take my stop, I get stopped out and the stock goes back up. And I say, why did I take my stop? But this is why, because sometimes it just can keep going against you and literally bankrupt you if you don't take the stop. So at any rate, I like the RUN, I like the SHLS, I like the FSLR, maybe the SCDG. There's a few symbols in the solar stocks that I like. SCS looks good, but it printed like a 10% move already on Friday. Long stop, it's a big stop, but it does look higher. It does look higher. AT&T has been basing for a while. We played it 3 or 4 times last year on the way up. I wish I held it all, but it looks higher, and it also pays, I think, 6% dividend or so. Yeah, that was a beauty. So at any rate, it looks higher on the daily chart as a breakout over here, stop under here as a breakout. And I don't know what the real target is gonna be, because we do have resistance up here, but that wouldn't be much of a target. So you'd have to aim higher, I guess. TWLO, talked about it in last week's video. The topping tail makes it tough because now it's a really big stop. But TWLO looks higher to about 145 or so, I would say, on the TWLO. We have the UAVS, which is trying to transition on the daily chart. You know, it reminds me of the IN, which I called in the room live on the mic on this day. And then in the post market that day was up at $7. I held it all and it ended up gapping to the 4 plus range. Still very nice play, but it would have been nice if I was, if I would have gotten some out at $7. So at any rate, the IEN, the IN, whatever it is, looks higher still. Then the UAVS is going sideways, so it just needs to take out the prior high, which is about $1.50. Stop is going to be a bit wide, under $1 on the UAVS. The shorts, I got a couple of shorts in the CIEN, which is kind of a 1, 2, 3. I don't quite love it, but I'm not too sure. Under 71.75 with a stop over 74.50. Maybe if you're lucky, it drops to $60. And then the better setup, I think, is the same idea. It's a gap plus a narrow range bar, short on the PVH, stop up here, and target would be about $59 to $60. Okay, so limited target. So the shorts, that's all I got. The longs, I have these and a few more in the video description. And that will do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to keep it short and sweet, so you don't, so you can stick around till the end. And if you have, I appreciate it. Please be sure to hit the like button and send us any questions. info@t3live.com. Best of luck with your trading this week, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.